agents really do for buyers? I mean, what is the behind the scenes? I get asked this question so many times, so I figured I might as well make a video about it. And if you have been thinking about it, you're not alone. So in this video, I'm gonna break down what real estate professionals do for you behind the scenes, from helping you pick out where you wanna go to getting that deal closed. My name is Erin Wheelock with the Wheelock team over here at Keller Williams in New York City. And I know we at the Wheelock team would always love to be of service for you. So don't be afraid to reach out to me. My information is in the description box below in case we can be of any help. But for now, let's just get started. I mean, what do we do? One of the first things that we as real estate professionals here do is educate ourselves. So every morning, we're not only working on what are the year-over-year trends, specifically our team actually tracks year-over-year trends for Brooklyn and Manhattan. So we can see, okay, well, compared to last year, where are we in terms of inventory? Where's the supply and demand? Looking at specific neighborhoods for our clients, right? Something else, what's happening in the economy? There's a lot of people living in fear right now. And so what that means is it could actually be an amazing opportunity for buyers to get in, while maybe not all buyers are out there. So now when we're not educating ourselves, we are on the phone. Every morning we are doing what we like to call prospecting, and we are doing what we need to in order to find you your next home. Whether it be making phone calls to people in our database that have thought about selling, or mailing people in buildings that we know you like and enjoy, or maybe it's even calling some of the neighbors in a building that you've seen that you really like to see, hey, do they know of somebody who's thinking about selling a product that matches what you're looking for? And then of course, we wanna make sure that we're getting to know you more. We wanna make sure we get to know your goals more. You may have 10 things in your mind that you think are must-haves, and then as we start to go see properties, we'll ask you questions and learn, well, maybe was that a must-have? Was that thing a must-have? And then we can narrow it down to what you really need in a property and where you should be, right? Maybe the market that you thought you wanted to be in, or that neighborhood you thought you wanted to be in, isn't actually what's gonna serve you best based on the lifestyle you're looking at. Next, we're obviously gonna be helping you through that process from point A all the way to Z. However, there's a lot of letters in between, so we're gonna make sure that we are helping you along the way in terms of setting proper expectations for timing on things like due diligence, if you're getting an inspection, when is that appraisal coming back? How long should my attorney be talking to management before they get questions for their questionnaire? All of this. Don't worry, we are here to guide you. Who should you be using as an attorney or a bank or an inspector? We have multiple professionals in each of these professions that we can send your way so that you can figure out who's gonna be the best fit for you. But don't worry, you never have to go find somebody on your own. We always have people, and we like to be known as the Rolodex for our clients. So there's nothing that you will need in this process that we don't have at least 3 of. All right, scheduling those showings. So I always get a kick out of this. Whenever I talk to agents outside of New York City, we always talk about scheduling showings and how it's really just like drive time to lockbox and lockbox and lockbox. Yeah, we don't have that here. Here in the land of no lockboxes, we have to schedule with the seller's agent, who also has to schedule with the seller. So there are a lot of moving pieces when it comes to scheduling these tours for you. And I'm not even kidding you when I say that a tour of 5 properties could easily take an hour to schedule. Easily take an hour to schedule. Then you have to revamp it, and then more, and then revamp, and then more. So we're doing a lot of scheduling behind the scenes. Then when we're going through those properties with you, we're gonna make sure that we're asking you the right questions. We're pointing out, okay, what were the key features that you said you wanted? Is there something in the neighborhood? Do we need to find out where the closest grocery store is? Things like that. And then of course, not only because we have a fiduciary to you as a buyer, but because it's probably my favorite thing in the entire world to do, negotiating. So we will be befriending the other agent, hopefully getting a lot of fun and spicy details for you. And then we are going to work with you and with what the motivation is for the seller in order to get you the best deal. We're gonna find out, is the seller motivated by time, by money? You know, what is that golden thing that's making them move so that we can use it on your behalf and hopefully get you that property with the best terms for you. Then when we have those inspections come up, don't worry, we'll be there. When that appraisal comes up, don't worry, you don't have to be there. And then when it comes to paperwork, don't worry, we have Mandy, our transaction coordinator, and she's gonna get you through that entire process as quickly and as painlessly as possible. Now I will tell you, there are some board packages that it's just not gonna be painless, but we will do it as painless as possible. Or I should say she will, she's amazing. Throughout this process, we'll remind you of things like Please don't buy furniture and have it delivered. Please don't end your lease. We can help you on the sales side as well, right? If we're timing that stuff out. Again, all of these things just to make it a smooth process for you. Then while we're doing all of this, the admin team is following up with management, following up with the bank, making sure the appraisal came in, making sure we have questions from management, making sure we understand the timeline of the next board interview. We're handling all of that behind the scenes so that you can focus on what you do best. Now, let's say you're looking at a co-op and it is that board interview time. Do not worry, we have FAQs and a whole prep call for you. And let me tell you, we make sure to get to all the soups and nuts of what that board package is going to be. And of course, as always, behind the scenes, we are getting you to that successful closing. There are about 8 people in a transaction that they have to schedule that closing between attorneys, building attorneys, transfer agents, buyers, sellers. There's so many people. We stick out of it, but we do make sure that that goes along smoothly so that we can get you to that closing table. Then we're also making sure keys are there. We're making sure that we have that final walkthrough. At that final walkthrough, we might need to do a little bit more negotiation for you, right? Is the stove working? Is it not? And to make it as easy for you as possible, at that final walkthrough, we'll have a couple little tools so that you can test everything as quickly and seamlessly as possible. And just out of curiosity, have you ever worked with an agent on closing a property? What did you find they did that really surprised you? Put it in the comment box below. Can't wait to hear from you. And as always, we at the Wheelock team would love to be your global real estate team of choice. And please, by all means, we have a Wheelock buyer class. Fill out the information in the description box. It'll take you to the page and we'll get that right over to you. Bye, guys.